Hey there, Nintendo Switch fans! Have you played through all your games catalog and have nothing else to do to keep you from the depressive dread that is existence? You wake up in the morning realizing life is meaningless. What is the point in all of this? We're all just living until the eventual heat death of the universe. Or perhaps you just want to play something new. Well, we got you guys covered. Whether you're a fan of RPGs, Metroidvanias, or couch co-op hack and slash, there's definitely a game coming out this month to suit your needs. So let's just jump right into it with our number 10. Number 10. Overland. Take care of a group of travelers on a post-apocalyptic road trip across the United States in this turn-based survival game. Fight scary creatures, rescue stranded survivors, and scavenge for supplies like fuel, first aid kits, and weapons. Decide where to go next, whether it's upgrading this wrecked car or rescuing that dog. Just remember, there are consequences for every action. Get ready for close calls, dramatic escapes, hard choices, arguing about whether or not that dog gets rescued. Overland is a strategy game where your choices have consequences. With randomly generated worlds and levels, this game is sure to keep you playing for a while. Overland releases September 19. Number 9. Untitled Goose Game. It's a lovely morning in the village, and you are a horrible goose. Do you need to know more? The art is in the simplicity of the game. Untitled Goose Game is a slapstick stealth sandbox where you are a goose let loose on an unsuspecting village. Make your way around town, from people's back gardens to the high street shops to the village green, setting up pranks, stealing hats, honking a lot, and generally ruining everyone's day. Untitled Goose Game releases September 20. Number 8. Daemon X Machina.
Daemon X Machina, if you like Transformer or Tiny Pod, then this is the game for you. If you try the demo, the game designer have upgraded it significantly, adding in a locking onto the enemy way easier, a health bar to bottom. So if you're trying for Daemon X Machina, or you're just waiting it for the release, and maybe try demo. I mean, if you want to try it. It looks cool, so yeah. Daemon X Machina comes out September 13th.
Number 7. Castle Crashers.
Nothing super sad about this one because I played it back in 2008. But enough that, Castle Crashers arcade beat 'em up from the night, from a lot of you grew up from the 90s. It's with some RPG element, with the goofy art style and the comic style with it. This game is must have, and it's going to come with all the DLC ever released for the game back then. So you grab some friends and start catching some castles on September 17th.
Number 6. Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch.
It's a turn-based RPG from level 5. The same maker of Professor Layton and Yokai Watch, which is, I probably didn't pronounce it right. The story is very touching and heartwarming. Though if you play Ni no Kuni before and never played it again, well, now you get to play on the Switch wherever you go, or at home. As long as you got some spare time and some free time, you can play the game. Ni no Kuni The Wrath of the White Witch will be coming out for the Switch on September 28th.
Number 5. Dragon Quest XI. If you don't know much about this game besides that the character is annoying to play against in Smash, then that's fine. The story is pretty self-contained. You don't need to know much of the lore from the past game to enjoy this one. This new version of the game includes a few interesting changes, including new character-specific stories, There's also a 16-bit inspired graphics mode that appears to be pulled from the 3DS version of the game. The game will also include a fully orchestrated soundtrack, alongside the original, as well as English and Japanese audio tracks. Players will be able to switch between all of these modes and on the fly. Quick tip guys, if you are on the fence of getting this game, you could download the demo, which takes about 10 hours to complete, and the save carries over if you buy the game. So go ahead and try it out. It's a hefty amount of game time. Dragon Quest XI releases on September 27th. Number 4. The Spyro Remastered Collection. We have this game on our PS4, but you know what? I don't care. I bought it again on my Switch to take it on the go with me and play. That's how much I love these games. There's so much to do and collect in these games that completely finishing even one of these games is already worth the $40 price tag. The remasters are incredibly beautiful. What's funny though is that the way the remasters look right now is how I always saw the games back in the PS1 era. Spyro 1 can be a bit boring at times, but 2 and 3 definitely still hold up gameplay wise. They are some of the best games you could ever play. If remasters continue to look like this, including Crash Bandicoot, I want more remasters. Spyro the Dragon released September 3, and it's available now. Number 3. Ori and the Blind Forest, the Definitive Edition. The Forest of Nibel is dying. After a powerful storm sets a series of devastating events in motion, Ori must journey to find courage and confront a dark nemesis to save the Forest of Nibel. Ori and the Blind Forest tells the tale of a young orphan destined for heroics through a visually stunning action platformer crafted by Moon Studios, featuring hand-painted artwork, meticulously animated character performance, a fully orchestrated score, and dozens of new features in the Definitive Edition. Ori and the Blind Forest explores a deeply emotional story about love and sacrifice, and the hope that exists in us all. Players assume control of Ori, a small white guardian spirit, and Sane, the light and eyes of the forest spirit tree. To progress the game, players are tasked to move between platforms and solve puzzles. The game features a save system called Soul Links, which allows players to save their progress at will with limited resources, and an upgrade system that gives players the ability to strengthen Ori's skills. Ori and the Blind Forest releases September 27th. Number 2. Blasphemous. A foul curse has fallen upon the land and all its inhabitants. It's simply known as the Miracle. Play as the Penitent One, a sole survivor of the massacre of the Silent Sorrow. Trapped in an endless cycle of death and rebirth, it's down to you to free the world from this terrible fate and reach the origin of your anguish. Explore the nightmarish world of twisted religion and discover its many secrets hidden deep inside. Use devastating combos and brutal executions to smite the hordes of grotesque monsters and titanic bosses, who are all ready to rip your limbs off. Locate and equip relics, rosary beads, and prayers that can call on the powers of the heavens to aid you in your quest to break your eternal damnation. Blasphemous is a Dark Souls-like. I know what you're all thinking. That's a tired expression by now, made for lazy reviewers to blanket cover aspects of games without much thought. But Dark Souls is really the closest feeling the game gives me when playing, so if anything, this would be more Dark Souls light in a 2D format. This also reminds me a lot of the game Dante's Inferno on the PS3, which is still to this day one of my all-time favorite games. This game is currently out, and I have already beaten it, so you can take this as a quick review / recommendation. This is one of the best games the Switch has to offer in terms of Metroidvania. If you love religious themes or just some amazingly grotesque pixel art, then you will love the art style to this game. The soundtrack leaves something to be desired though. It's extremely mellow, which is fine for what the game is. It would have been great if it picked up at times. It's a pretty difficult game. You will probably die a lot, especially on some of the mid to late game bosses. If you're a difficulty fiend like myself though, that's just a bonus. I would recommend this game wholeheartedly. I give it a 9 out of 10. Honorable mention.
This is Kaiser. See that drill he's got instead of a hand?
Drilling and killing.
He's real proud of it. Hungry Beast! HB is actually a cyborg with a human brain. I love him so much.
Relive the glory.
Number 1. The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening Remaster. One of the more anticipated games coming out this year, and that's saying something considering there are some amazing games coming out. Link has washed ashore on a mysterious island with strange and colorful inhabitants. To escape the island, Link must collect magical instruments across the land and awaken the Windfish. Explore a reimagined Koholint Island that's been faithfully rebuilt in a brand new art style that will entice fans and newcomers alike. Battle enemies as you conquer numerous dungeons and uncover the hidden secrets of the island. Encounter Super Mario enemies like Goombas, Piranha Plants, and more, and interact with unique locals who will help Link on his adventure. As you clear dungeons throughout the main story, earn dungeon rooms, chambers, then arrange them into the custom layouts in the all-new chamber dungeon. Place your dungeon entrance, nightmare room, and everything in between as you try to fulfill your objectives and play through a new dungeon. Tap compatible amiibo figures to earn more chambers and additional chambers throughout the game, and an updated minigame such as the River Rapids, trendy game, and fishing. This is a remaster of the original game with added bells and whistles. It's one of the best Zelda games to be released, and being huge Legend of Zelda games fans, we instinctually have to make this our number 1 release of September. This might be one of the best games to come out of 2019, but for that you have to stay tuned for our top 10 games of 2019 later down the year. Zelda's Link Awakening releases September 20.
Is your favorite game making on list? Please let me know down in the comments. And if you like this video, leave a like and why not subscribe if you haven't. And stay awesome, be awesome, guys. See you later.